Kunja Vihari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Krishna Rukmini Jaya Satyabhama. Krishna Rukmini Jaya Satyabhama. Jayo Nittai Gauranga Jayo Nittai Gauranga Nittai Gauranga Jayo Nittai Gauranga. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Prabhupada. Jai Om Shapad Paramamsa Parivrajagacharya Shrotra Satya Shishmish Divine Grace Visuguru Abhay Charnaram the Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srimad-Bhagavad-Gita Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 9, the most confidential knowledge, text 3. ashraddadana purusha dharmasyasya parantapa aprapya mam nivartante mrityu samsara vartmani. What word meaning? Ashraddadanaha, those who are faithless. Purushaha, such persons. Dharmasya, of this process of religion. Asya, of it. Parantapa, O killer of the enemies. Aprapya, without obtaining. Mam, me. Nivartante, come back. Mrityu, death. Samsara, material existence. Vartmani, on the path of. Translation and purport with divine grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Those who are not faithful on the path of devotional service cannot attain me, O conqueror of foes, but return to birth and death in this material world. Purport. The faithless cannot accomplish this process of devotional service. That is the purport of this verse. Faith is created by association of devotees. Unfortunate people, even after hearing all the evidence of Vedic literature from great personalities, still have no faith in God. They are hesitant and cannot stay fixed in the devotional service of the Lord. Thus, faith is the most important factor for progress in Krishna consciousness. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that one should have complete conviction that simply by serving the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, he can achieve all perfection. That is called real faith. In Srimad-Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 4th chapter, text 12, it is stated that by giving water to the root of the tree, its branches, twigs, and leaves become satisfied, and by supplying food to the stomach, all the senses of the body become satisfied. And similarly, by engaging in transcendental service of the Supreme Lord, all the demigods and all the living entities automatically become satisfied. After reading Bhagavad-Gita, one should promptly come to the conclusion of Bhagavad-Gita. One should give up all other engagements and adopt the service of the Supreme Lord Krishna, the personality of Godhead. If one is convinced of this philosophy, of life, that is faith. Now, the development of that faith is the process of Krishna consciousness. There are 3 divisions of Krishna conscious men. In the 3rd class are those who have no faith. If they are engaged in devotional service officially for some ulterior purpose, they cannot achieve the highest perfectional stage. Most probably, they will sleep after some time. They may become engaged, but because they have not complete conviction and faith, it is very difficult for them to continue in Krishna consciousness. We have practical experience in discharging our missionary activity that some people come and apply themselves to the Krishna consciousness with some hidden motive, and as soon as they are economically a little well situated, they give up this process and take to their old ways again. Jai Shri Krishna Rukmini Satyabhama ki Jai, Shri Gauranga ki Jai. It is only by faith that one can advance in Krishna consciousness. As far as the development of faith is concerned, one who is well versed in the literatures of devotional service and has attained the stage of firm faith is called a first class person in Krishna consciousness. And in the second class are those who are not very advanced in understanding the devotional scriptures, but who automatically have firm faith that Krishna Bhakti or service to Krishna is the best course, and so in good faith have taken it up. Thus, they are superior to the third class who have neither perfect knowledge of scriptures nor good faith, but by association and simplicity are trying to follow. The third class person in Krishna consciousness may the third class person in Krishna consciousness may fall down, but when one is in the second class or first class, he does not fall down. One in the first class will surely make progress and achieve the result at the end. As far as the third class person in Krishna consciousness is concerned, although he has faith in the conviction that devotional service to Krishna is very good, he has no knowledge of Krishna through the scriptures like Srimad-Bhagavatam and Bhagavad-Gita. Sometimes these third class persons in Krishna consciousness may have some tendency towards karma yoga and jnana yoga, and sometimes they are disturbed, but as soon as the infection of karma yoga and or jnana yoga is vanquished, they become second class or first class persons in Krishna consciousness. Faith in Krishna is also divided into 3 stages and described in Srimad-Bhagavatam. First class attachment, second class attachment, and third class attachment are also explained in Srimad-Bhagavatam in the 11th canto. Those who have no faith, even after hearing about Krishna and the excellence of devotional service, who think that it is simply eulogy, find the path very difficult, even if they are supposedly engaged in devotional service. For them, there is very little hope in gaining perfection. Thus, faith is very important in discharge of devotional service. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So after explaining different yoga systems like Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, then Krishna, from 7th chapter onwards, he started explaining about Bhakti Yoga. In the 7th chapter, Krishna talked about the knowledge of Absolute. That is, what are the opulences of different opulences of the Supreme Lord. Then in the 8th chapter, Krishna is talking elaborately about how at the time of death one can attain the Krishna Loka, the supreme planet. Now, in the 9th chapter, Krishna is talking about how one can love Krishna and serve Krishna. So, therefore, love which requires certain before one invoke love in the heart, one should have certain basic qualifications, like faith on the personality, about the knowledge about the person. So Krishna is calling this chapter as the most confidential knowledge, because love is something like exchange of feelings between the two persons. So unless one have a mutual understanding about the Supreme Lord, the true love we cannot invoke in our heart. So the Lord calls this chapter, this portion of Bhagavad Gita, as the Raja Guhyam and Raja Vidyam and Raja Guhyam. It is the king of all knowledge, Raja Vidya, and the most confidential part of all the knowledge. So, by means of knowing this knowledge, one can relieve of all the material miseries which we are facing in this material world. So, now in the third verse of this chapter, Krishna is talking about how what is the basic understanding, that is, one should develop faith on the Supreme Lord, faith on the process. This one have to develop, because the faith is the intrinsic quality of the soul. The soul has many qualities, like the desire, the love, and similarly the faith is also an intrinsic quality of the soul. And when we talk about devotional service, one should have the firm faith on the process of the devotional service and practice. How the methodology which Krishna has given us, both the process one have to develop faith, as well as the person one have to develop firm conviction. Then only we can advance in devotional service. For executing karma yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, the process itself will make us advance in will make us advance in that path. That is like, but whether we are having faith or not faith. But when it comes to the Bhakti Yoga, the preliminary qualification of Bhakti Yoga is one should develop a firm faith. Not just simply, I'm practicing devotional service, okay, let me have little faith. Because faith means something which is, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita it is mentioned that Sudrida Nishchaya, that firm conviction, that by means of following the path I can advance in my human life and attain the love of Godhead. So that firm conviction should develop in our heart. Otherwise, as Prabhupada has mentioned, there are three categories of people having faith. That is, if you have flickering faith, we may start practicing devotional service with some ulterior motive to achieve. Like in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talked about the 4 classes of people will approach me. That is, one who is distressed, one who is want of knowledge, one who is want of wealth, or one who is jnani. But as soon as we achieved that, the opulence, that is, the one who is got relieved from the distress, or his wealth is, he has got sufficient wealth, or he has got sufficient knowledge, then the person may take to other processes like karma yoga or jnana yoga, or the yoga process itself he may not able to take. So that is the position of, that is the condition of those who are having flickering faith. One may start with some, even when they start with ulterior motive or want of something, after gradual development, one should develop a firm faith on the Supreme Lord. Then one can continue to be in the advancement of the path. He can go to the second level of, what is the second level of faith? That the second level of faith can be developed by means of convincing through the Vedic scriptures. That is, Guru, Sadhu and Shastra, one develop a little more faith that this one can advance to, one can get real advancement by means of continuing the process, and then one can comes to the stage of first class faith or first class attachment, that this is the only process by which I can get out from the clutches of birth-death cycle. So when one comes to that stage, then further advancement in the devotional service takes place. So for advancing in the Bhakti Yoga, the faith is very fundamental thing which one should develop. The firm faith that by means of following the process, that is, in practical, if you want to bring, now like we are the current age, the process is by chanting the holy name of the Lord. By this process, this chanting process will make me perfect. So there are many people may follow many vratas or many yajna, or they may do charity, but compared to all these things, by chanting the holy name of the Lord, I can advance in my in my bhakti. So this conviction one should develop. By means of other processes like karma yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga, I may elevate to some level in my life. But getting out of the clutches of birth-death cycle can be possible only by taking help of another person, that is the Supreme Lord. So how one can take the help of the Supreme Lord? If he loves him. So before love, one have to develop about faith about him. Yes, this person, this is a Supreme Lord, and he will make me to cross over the material existence, material cycle, from this world to the another world. If one develops this conviction, then he can further progress in the devotional service. Like otherwise, this verse is talking about how the faithless person, the condition of the faithless person, they will be returned back again to the birth and death in this material world. So, how can one practically develop faith on the Supreme Lord? It is not that I can have blindly believe, yes, Krishna will save me. Blind belief without referring to the shastric injunctions. No. One have to have one can develop the firm faith by convincing through different angles in the Shastras. So, how one can develop different conviction about different angles in the Shastras? By associating with the devotees, by means of constant association with the devotees or with the movement, one can develop the firm conviction. Only by means of associating with the movement or the devotees, one can develop firm faith in the process. And with that faith, one can advance in the human life. So faith is like watering the root of the tree. Just by watering the root of the tree, all the tree parts will get nourished. Just like in the purport Srila Prabhupada has mentioned, giving the reference from Srimad-Bhagavad-Gita, that by watering the root of the tree or by means of supplying food to the stomach, all the senses of the body become satisfied. Similarly, by engaging in the service of the Supreme Lord, even all the demigods and all the living entities automatically become satisfied. So this conviction one should develop. So with the firm conviction, one can easily surpass the obstacles which are the devotee is facing in the path of devotional service. Because while advancing in the devotional service, there are so many obstacles are there. Because the world itself is like the world of faithlessness. So, how one develop a firm conviction and march towards the advancement? Then that we take Krishna's guidance and association of the devotees, then we can achieve that. So with this we can stop this Bhagavad Gita. Srimad-Bhagavad-Gita ki jai, Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jaya Krishna Rukmini Jaya Satyabhama, Krishna Rukmini Jaya Satyabhama.